Welcome to the RadioU Podcast. I'm Hudson.
And I'm Allie.
Coming up, what did a naked man do at Kanye West's comeback?
Also, Houston, we may have a problem.
All that and more on the way next. The Artemis II mission seems to be going mostly well. The first time that Americans are going outside of Earth's orbit since the 70s, and everything has gone mostly smoothly. Except for the toilets and the emails. Did you see this, Allie, that just hours after the launch on, I guess that was Wednesday night, the Artemis II mission experienced a malfunction with the spacecraft toilet system.
Oh, no.
Yeah. I feel bad for the astronaut that had to deal with that, which I believe was the lady of the ship, Christina Koch. How do you say it? Coke?
Probably Coke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was apparently the one that had to, I don't know if she's the one who broke it, but she's the one that Mission Control guided through the troubleshooting steps to have to fix the fan that was jammed, that was causing the toilet not to be able to flush, I guess.
Yeah, that's definitely not what you want.
Now, it's one thing when a toilet on land doesn't want to flush. It may overflow. But a toilet in space, if it doesn't flush, what's going on?
Well, it says that the toilet could still handle solid waste, but it was not able to handle, pee.
Yeah. So where was it going?
It says that it was forcing the astronauts to rely on backup systems. So
what does that mean?
They have some type of backup system. Sounds like the water bottle,
Yeah. I mean, that would literally work, right?
Yeah.
Because you just need to keep it at very least contained so it's not floating around.
Right.
So, I don't know. This is why I could never be an astronaut. Because that sounds like...
Sounds pretty miserable.
If I'm Christina Koch, I'm like, I didn't sign up to fix toilets. I thought I was going to, I thought I was an important astronaut.
Well, when you're an astronaut, you have to be able to fix anything on the ship. Anything.
And I'd be upset about that.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. I'd be like, you're not paying me to do this.
No,
I didn't go to
they
school.
are.
I didn't go to school to fix toilets.
They are being paid to fix anything
to go
on
see
the
the
ship.
moon.
Well, they're going to see the moon, but they are being paid to fix anything on the ship.
I'd be like, get the janitor in here. We should have had a janitor. We should have had a custodian. Some kind of plumber.
I think
should just be aboard every rocket ship.
I think if you feel that way, then you're not meant to be an astronaut.
I'm definitely not.
You can't be entitled that way.
Yeah. We're going to be in this cramped ship for 10 days, and you have to fix the toilet.
Yep.
Where's the good? Where's the good? Also, apparently, they had an issue that where they had multiple instances of Microsoft Outlook open at the same time. So good news is they could check their emails, kill some of the time they have to spend up there. Bad news, that wasn't working, and they had to get NASA. Literally, NASA had to remote into whatever system they were using to fix the computer so it would stop showing Microsoft Outlook running too frequently.
Yeah. So, it says that there were two versions of Outlook running and neither of them worked.
Yeah.
Neither. Come on, Outlook. Get it together.
Maybe they should just use Gmail.
I was going to say, the mistake is that you're using Outlook.
Yeah, seriously.
So, we know Outlook.
How many millions and billions of dollars are we paying for this? And they're using Microsoft Outlook?
Yeah. Come on. Are we really this connected to Bill Gates?
We can put a man on the moon, and we can't get modern email technology for our astronauts.
Yeah, this is known. You don't have to be on the moon or going to the moon to realize that Microsoft probably not the most reliable.
I wouldn't choose it.
No.
I certainly wouldn't choose it. But, if the worst that you're blasting off on a mission hundreds of thousands of miles away from Earth, and your worst problems are emails and toilets,
I think you're in a good spot.
You're doing all right. Maybe you can support Radio U with that little extra money you save from eating at McDonald's in their newly announced under $3 menu.
Oh.
Rumors about this were swirling a few weeks back, and now it's been confirmed by McDonald's. They are rolling out a new under $3 menu, 10 items.
Okay.
All priced under $3 for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Okay.
Some of the items include, for breakfast, sausage McMuffins and hash browns. And then for later in the day, McDoubles, McChickens. You're the McChicken queen.
Yeah, it's been a minute since I've had a McChicken, though.
Because they were too expensive,
yeah,
right?
it was getting too much.
McNuggets, although, wait, I need to pull up how many exactly nuggets you get. Fries and drinks on the list as well. This does, though, replace which is what I always use when I go to McDonald's now, the buy one, add one for $1 menu.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, it's maybe if you're just buying one thing individually, it's probably cheaper, but it's probably just actually going to be about the same if you are eating any regular amount of food.
Right. Oh, well, yeah, that's kind of how they do it nowadays. They, take one deal away and add another deal.
Yeah. Do you feel it? I didn't know that. You were right. It is a 4-piece nuggets.
I was going to tell you, it's not going to be a lot of nuggets.
For $3.
That's crazy.
That's a ripoff is what it is.
It's absolutely crazy.
Now, going back in time, Wendy's earlier this year revamped their kind of biggie bag menus.
Yep.
Which is basically their equivalent of this. What do you think is a better deal, Wendy's or McDonald's with the under $3 menu?
I don't know what is a better deal. I feel like both of them are just, as you said, probably ripoffs. Like I got so mad when we talked about that Wendy's deal.
Yeah.
Because anytime I went to Wendy's, I always got the $5 biggie bag. And previously, I'd always gotten the 4 for $4 when they first introduced that. And those deals were so good. And like their new biggie bags, which were supposed to be bigger and better, were like a slap in the face.
Yeah.
As somebody that's been loyal to Wendy's. And so this seems similar to McDonald's. I haven't really eaten at McDonald's as often, so I'm not as like upset about this. Mm-hmm. But if I did eat at McDonald's all the time and did those bundles like what you talked about, this would also feel like a slap in the face.
Yeah. The positive is the buy one, add one for $1 deal that the McValue menu kind of forced you to have to bundle everything.
Yeah.
Where this is just mix and match. It's like basically then it would be like, well, I might as well get a second burger because it's going to be $1. This kind of lets you mix and match. But then again, they say under $3, but I don't have specific prices. So if we're talking $2.99, and it's $2.99 to get a small fry and then a McDouble, then already we're at $6 really quickly.
$3 for a small fry?
That can't be, right? It's like all these things are under $3, but they're not all the same price, right? Hopefully.
I would hope so.
It doesn't specifically
say. Their small fries are nothing. Like, it's just a joke. Might as well not get it.
Yeah. But even the fact that, like, you have to indicate that a McDouble is under $3. It should never be over $3 in our lifetime.
Same with the McChicken.
If it's over, if either of those are over $3, then
something is wrong.
This isn't America anymore.
Yeah, something is seriously wrong. When I was in college, the reason I was the McChicken queen was because you could buy 2 McChickens for $2.
Yeah.
It was a bundle, so each one was $1 if you bought 2. And so, of course, I bought 2. To get them for $2. You
might as well.
And now you can't even get one for $2? This is so sad.
Yeah, let's stop talking about it. It's just too sad. I have video here of an entirely naked man getting into a fight. And what makes it better is it's outside Kanye West concert at SoFi Stadium.
Can it be made better at all?
Yeah, right.
I don't think there's anything good about this.
Now, it's unclear, to me anyways, if this has any connection to the Kanye concert or...
Was it Kanye?
Was it Kanye? No. It was a white guy that was naked. Okay. So Kanye was not the naked one. But I don't know if this was an attendee of the concert, if it had any connection, or if it just happened to be right outside SoFi Stadium. But it's right outside.
Oh, no.
Which I could be wrong about this because I've never been, but I kind of thought that the area around SoFi Stadium is not particularly known to be like bad.
Okay.
So not a place where you might expect a naked person to just be out and about fighting people.
Should we expect them anywhere?
I don't know. Some parts of San Francisco, like it is California.
Yeah.
But
homeless population and all that. Yeah.
It is unclear why this man was entirely naked or how he got that way, I suppose.
What in the world was going on here?
Or what the circumstances of the fight were.
Yeah.
Because he was completely unclothed, throwing punches and kicks at another individual. for a moment until some people stepped in, which like we're not talking like authorities. These are just random bystanders.
Random people that split them apart.
Yeah, they're like, we got to stop this naked man. So that's nice of them that they actually stepped up and did that.
Yeah, I would be turning and walking the other way immediately. Maybe even running.
I want to say that I'd be, you want to think you'd be the hero. But if I saw a person being attacked by a naked man, I don't know. I can't confidently say that I would start restraining the naked man.
Yeah, I think I would be, I would be moving the other direction. I know I wouldn't be able to stop anybody. Mm-hmm. If they're crazy enough to be naked outside a stadium and trying to fight somebody, I'm not stopping that person. They're on drugs.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're doing.
Maybe he was, I don't know, protesting something if you want to be like charitable, Maybe. Like he wasn't on a substance. He was just trying to raise awareness.
Okay.
For something, I don't know. But he didn't, it wasn't clear what that might have been.
Right.
Because we were all distracted by his nakedness.
Can you imagine though, you're like a concert goer, you're going to the Kanye West concert.
Yeah.
You see this. That's not even the craziest thing you would have seen that night.
Probably not. Apparently the concert did have its own problems once you got inside. So
of course.
It couldn't have just gone smoothly.
It's just like, you would expect this.
Yeah.
It's Kanye.
That's kind of why you go though, right? It would be, you're going for
the chaos.
Yeah, for entertainment. You can, I don't know what I'm trying to say.
If people get entertainment out of this, that's real sad. But I just imagine that.
It's just the kind of thing you can't get. You need, when you're Kanye or when you're like, you're getting people to pay to come see you. You got to give them something they can't just get at home.
This was the pre-show.
This was the pre-show. This could have been part of the performance.
Yeah, honestly.
Even though it wasn't Kanye himself.
I wouldn't be shocked if Kanye hired some actors to do something like this, like as performance art.
Also, not entirely sure it's not Shia LaBeouf. I'm opening up the RadioU hotline.
877-2-RADIO-U.
You could also use the talkback button in the new RadioU app. I want to know, if you could only have one Easter candy this Easter, which one would you choose?
Ooh.
The more specific, the better.
Okay.
And honestly, at some point, when you're growing up, you really only need one, don't you? Like when you're a kid, you want the whole basket filled. But now, for me, I feel like one or two would make me happy.
Sure.
Do you have any special Easter plans, Allie?
I'm getting together with family. We usually get together for lunch. We do the classic Easter ham.
Okay.
So,
that sounds nice.
I feel like Easter and Christmas usually is ham, and then Thanksgiving is turkey.
Mm-hmm.
And so, that's what we'll be doing with my dad's side of the family. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Easter egg hunts as well.
Of course. I have some family stuff on Saturday and Sunday, but Sunday we're doing it with my mother-in-law, Mrs. Hudson's mom, who specifically requested Chinese
food.
So we're doing a not particularly traditional Chinese
Easter dinner.
Yeah. But I am looking forward to it.
Chinese, you can't go wrong with Chinese food in my opinion.
That'll be on Easter Sunday, but then Saturday we'll probably we're going out with my parents, which will be a little more typical Easter-y, something you might do. So looking forward to that, but and looking forward to the candy. So back to the question. 877-2-RADIO-U, or use the talkback button in the RadioU app. If you could only have one candy this Easter, what would it be? Let us know your thoughts. The RadioU hotline is open.
877-2-RADIO-U.
We also have the talkback button in the new RadioU app. You can send us a voice message letting us know. But the question is, if you could only have one candy this Easter, which one are you going with?
All right.
And lots of good responses coming in.
Yes, indeed. We heard from Stephanie. She says, Russell Stover marshmallow eggs. It is like marshmallow cream covered in chocolate and looks like an egg. Those are my absolute favorite Easter candy. All right.
Do you like the marshmallow eggs?
I don't know if I've ever had one of those. I always have the Cadbury egg. Mm-hmm. That's the iconic thing I remember from Easter past when I would get Easter baskets. Mm-hmm. But I don't think I've ever had the marshmallow one.
Yeah. Well, I don't like marshmallows. So
I know how you feel about this.
Trevor says 100% Starburst jelly beans.
We heard from Susanna, and she says, jelly beans in all caps. Store brand, especially the black ones. jelly beans is a great way to cheer me up. She was feeling down about something, so she said, good job for making her feel better.
Of course, I feel like I didn't know Susanna liked the black jelly beans, but that just feels like it fits. I was in a store the other day.
Okay.
And it was a store that had like rows of candy and whatever. And I walked by the licorice section.
Yeah.
And kid you not, I recoiled.
You recoiled.
I physically recoiled.
Like,
I actually made it, and I never do this. And I was like, oh. Like,
oh, no, you get
when I saw the licorice. I was like, how did I wind up in this section?
I like Twizzlers.
Yeah, but that's not black licorice.
No,
though.
I don't like black licorice, but I liked like the strawberry and cherry Twizzlers.
William says, although I don't eat a lot of candy, I've always enjoyed Starburst jelly beans. There's been times in my life where I could smash a whole bag myself.
He said not anymore.
Yeah, it's probably for the best.
Not that time of life anymore. We heard from Dirk and he just said Peeps.
Of course.
I was waiting for somebody to get to the obvious one.
It wouldn't be Easter if we weren't talking about Peeps.
Yep.
We also heard from Jean who said Cadbury caramel egg.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. What's yours, Allie? What is if you had to whittle it down, if somebody was filling an Easter basket for you with only one candy, which one would you want in there?
Well, I feel like my parents, whenever they made us Easter baskets, it was filled with candy, but not like special candy. Because growing up in Zambia, Easter baskets weren't really a thing.
Okay.
They had some specific to Easter candy, like the Easter bunny shaped candy and the Easter eggs from Cadbury, because Cadbury was the most popular brand. And so it'd probably be, if it was Easter specific, it'd probably have to be the Cadbury egg.
The cream or caramel?
Probably the cream is what I would have liked as a kid more.
100% my pick because I love the Reese's Easter eggs.
Yeah.
But that's still just an Easter or a Reese's cup.
It's a Reese's cup.
That you can get any time of the year, just in different shapes. While I do think the Easter egg shaped one is better than a standard because it's more peanut butter.
Yeah, it is a lot of peanut butter.
It's still not as special as the Cadbury cream egg, which is my favorite thing. And you can only get that at Easter, really. I'm sure, I don't know, every candy you can get all year round now.
Yeah.
But like it's only in stores at Easter. And so that'd be my choice 100%.
It feels like a nostalgic pick, too, for me. Because it's not something that I even think about getting now, and I don't really see. I know Cadbury chocolate is available here in the United States, but I don't see it as much because it's not as prevalent.
Yeah.
But like that was the number one thing in Zambia.
I feel like it's not the same. Like even though it's Cadbury and it says that, I feel like what we get is different than what you would get overseas or in the UK or in Canada where it's also very popular.
Yeah, I have to do a taste test and see if I notice a difference, but I haven't had enough to be like, yes, there's a big difference.
Maybe that's upcoming Food Fight World Tour, perhaps.
Maybe.
Get your popcorn ready. It's time for our Friday tradition, the weekend watch list, letting you know which new movies you could be watching in theaters and at home this weekend. Starting with the headliner, the Super Mario Galaxy movie. Mario, Luigi, and Princess Peach embark on an adventure across the galaxy. The Super Mario Galaxy movie is now in theaters.
That's it?
That is that. What else do you need?
I mean, it seemed like there was a bigger plot than that with like Bowser coming free or something.
I'm not sure that there actually is. The Super Mario Galaxy movie is now in theaters. It has a 42% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Oh,
I've seen a lot of these reviews coming out, and they do not paint a exactly great picture of the quality of this movie.
Yikes.
But here's an example from Randy Myers of the San Jose Mercury News, who says, it gets tiring. The returning directors hit us with one action rush after another that never allows any of their characters room to breathe or come to life. Sounds perfect for children.
Yeah,
that's
seriously.
Exactly what a child would want.
It sounds a lot like, what was that the Minecraft movie?
Yeah.
The reviews for that were horrible, and yet it did so well. I still haven't watched that, and I still haven't watched the first of the Super Mario, but didn't the first one have better reviews?
Better than that, but that's not really saying much. But the first one is fine. Like, it's just a fine waste of time.
Yeah.
But if you swapped out, like, I don't know how to describe this because, like, the movie wouldn't make sense. But if you swapped out the Mario characters for just, like, generic,
Just random.
colorful kids characters.
Sure.
Nobody would have wanted to watch it. Like, it's not a good movie
The
either.
draw was just the Mario, but it wasn't
it's
a
just
good
Mario
plot.
stuff.
Yeah.
It sounds like this one probably very similar, but maybe worse.
Maybe it sounds worse.
So, but am I probably going to go see it? Probably still, yeah. Alternatively, though, maybe you want something a little different. Maybe you want The Drama, starring Zendaya and Robert Pattinson.
I have seen trailers for this one.
A happily engaged couple get put to the test when an unexpected revelation sends their wedding week off the rails.
Uh-oh.
The Drama is now in theaters. It has an 81% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Not too bad.
Amy Nicholson of the Los Angeles Times says, The Drama is the movie equivalent of a half glass of champagne. A toast the director trusts us to decide whether its ideas are half empty or half full.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's up to the audience.
Yeah, it's in the eye of the beholder. Also out this weekend is A Great Awakening.
Ah.
It's Easter weekend. You know, we're getting like a religious movie, of course. A Great Awakening, exploring the friendship between renowned preacher George Whitefield and Benjamin Franklin, and looking into Whitefield's impact during the pivotal Great Awakening religious movement.
It's actually Whitfield.
Oh, it says Whitefield.
Yeah, it's because he's like British or whatever.
Oh, okay.
You know, they pronounce things weird over there.
A Great Awakening is, I guess there's more than one Great Awakening. This is just one of them.
This is one, yes.
It does not have a Rotten Tomato score yet.
Okay.
But Russ Simmons of KKFI-FM in Kansas City says, while it glosses over some of the controversial aspects of Whitfield's life and his debatable positions, it's a thoughtful, well-acted, and sometimes moving account aimed at a receptive Christian audience.
All right.
And that's not all. There's one more movie on the list.
Okay.
That sounds entirely different from that. This one you could watch at home. It's called Pizza Movie.
Pizza Movie.
Starring Gaetan Matarazzo from Stranger Things.
Oh, yeah.
High college students face an unexpected journey when they must navigate 2 flights of stairs to retrieve their pizza delivery, turning a simple task into a surreal adventure.
What?
It's like a modern Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle, I guess.
Something.
It has an 81% on Rotten Tomatoes. By the way, it's on Hulu and Disney+.
Okay.
Pizza Movie. Callum Marsh of the New York Times says, it's fast, witty, and packed with clever punchlines, though it still finds time for several scatological gags. Pizza Movie now on Hulu and Disney+.
Okay.
So, something for everybody, wouldn't you say?
I would say so.
Super Mario Galaxy Movie, The Drama, A Great Awakening, Pizza Movie, and out this week is also the Rory McIlroy Masters documentary on Prime Video.
Let's go. We're getting
And
closer to the Masters, guys.
Also this week was the drop of the new season of Love on the Spectrum. I'm already like halfway through.
Oh, yeah.
So that's what I'll be reviewing when we do the box office breakdown on Monday. Let us know what you watched this weekend, 8772-RADIO-U, or use the talkback button in the new Radio U app. That's your weekend watches. We'll see you at the movies.
Today, a pretty important day on the calendar, Hudson. It's Good Friday.
Yeah, happy Good Friday.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people, they know what Good Friday is, but a lot of people also don't know what Good Friday is. They might be thinking like, well, what does that mean? I've seen Good Friday on the calendar, but I don't actually know what it's for.
Do they call it a Good Friday because I get the day off?
Do they call it Good Friday because I get the day off, or do they just call it good because it's a Friday? Like, what's the meaning behind it?
What makes this Friday gooder than the other ones?
Exactly. What exactly is good about this Friday? So Good Friday, it is a Christian holiday, and it commemorates the crucifixion and death of Jesus Christ. So this is Jesus Christ dying on the cross. That's what this day is about. And I have to be honest, when I was a kid, Hudson, and trying to kind of rectify all of the different things about faith and Jesus and Christianity, one of the things that always boggled my mind was that we called the day that Jesus died good. We called it Good Friday. I remember asking that to my parents. I was like, why do we call it Good Friday? Jesus literally just died. What's so good about it?
It seems like Jesus would have a problem with that. He'd be like, hold up.
Right. I'm like,
Good Friday.
Isn't it Bad Friday?
Yeah.
Isn't it Sad Friday? Jesus is dead. But the reason we call it Good Friday is because Jesus didn't just die for no reason. Jesus death on the cross is actually a sacrifice that he does for everyone. He died on the cross for all of our sins, and God views that sacrifice as like an atoning sacrifice. So this is something where we talk about that free gift, that grace that is given to us. When we talk about RadioU.com/free gift, this is what we're talking about. Jesus dying for us on the cross is that moment when that free gift is given, and God views that sacrifice as good so that we can be redeemed. And so that's what this day is all about. And so, yeah, you may be thinking like, what's so good about this Friday? Jesus just died. It's good because Jesus died for you. He died for all of us. So that means we can have eternal life. It is also good because we have the promise of Easter Sunday, which means God did not stay dead. Jesus does not stay in that grave.
It's always fun. We just did the weekend watch list to be able to, when you, like, it's a scary movie or just, one with twists and turns, and you know what's coming at the end, so that you don't feel so stressed.
Right.
That's us, because like in the moment on Good Friday, when it actually happened,
the original Good Friday,
like Mary, all of the disciples, they would have been freaking out.
They were scattered.
Yeah,
they were absolutely scared. They thought it was over.
We get to know it is a Good Friday because we also get to know the end of the story. We already know the spoiler alert that Jesus comes back, from the dead, and so that's amazing as well. Now, this is very helpful, Allie. Can you also go ahead and explain Maundy Tuesday and even the name of Easter? Explain where all that comes from.
Oh, yeah. Let me just do a quick little definition for everybody. The Easter, this is like Holy Week. And so there's lots of different things. But yeah.
Is it Maundy Tuesday?
I think it's Maundy Thursday.
Maundy Thursday.
Because There's several different days, and like
everything's a day.
Everybody kind of views like the Christian calendar, like different parts of Christianity celebrate different things, and so I come from the line of Christianity known as Protestantism, and so a lot of those like extra days, we kind of not that we forget about them, but we don't really emphasize them as much as like Good Friday and Easter Sunday.
If you want to know more, because it is actually amazing what Jesus has done for us. And what he can do for you too, what he has already done and what he will do. Start talking to him. You can do that anywhere. You don't have to go to a church. You just have to say, hey, God, I'm ready to hear from you. I want you in my life, and teach me more. And he will. You can also go to RadioU.com/free gifts.
Thanks for listening to the RadioU Podcast. Don't forget to rate and review the show.